This is how to use Codex from OpenAI to build a website using Contibase as your backend. Here, we'll build a website to compare metrics of different cities. I built this in about an hour. First, create a folder to keep your project files in. So in this case, we'll call it City Score All. Then, we'll use a SvelteKit UI starter template to initiate a project and save the project to a GitHub repository. Open the project code. We'll want to update the .env variables with info used to interact with the Contibase API. Let's run our project locally and see what the starter project looks like. Now open Codex and start a new project and select the project we made. I'm prompting Codex that I want to make a website about scoring cities and to create a table in Contibase with various relevant columns, then to add table rows for 10 cities. After waiting 5 or so minutes, we can see the new table in Contibase with the 10 cities added. Now we want to update the website to call in the data from Contibase and display it in the UI. We can prompt Codex to make more changes or easily edit the code ourselves in our code editor. We want photos for each city, so now we'll have Codex generate photos for each city and store them in Contibase storage, and update the UI to show the images. Let's now add a button to each city to direct to a new route showing details for a single city. Let's finish out the branding by creating a logo for CityScore, using a combination of Codex, optionally other SVG editing tools, and Contibase tools to generate favicons. Now I'll push the changes up to GitHub. In Vercel, I'll create a new project and connect our GitHub project. You can buy a custom domain to put your website on and enable analytics. Let's add our branding to our Contibase project and connect the domain to Contibase to enable sending and receiving mail. Generate an email address and ask Codex to send an email for you. We can also have Codex create functions and run them on a schedule. Here, we'll have Codex create a table to store rows with a count column. We'll have a function run every 5 minutes that counts the rows and adds a new row using the total rows plus 100 for the count value of a newly inserted row. That's how you can use Codex to accelerate your building with Contibase.